Do that, see if you can breathe into the belly still. Releasing that and exhale out the right leg. So if you come onto the balls of the foot on the right foot and just establish you want your pelvis to be running parallel with the floor, with your mat, and you want to maintain that position in your body. Okay, you're gonna then next exhale, lift that leg up. I'm gonna go floppy foot. Okay. So, bend the knee, drive the heel in towards the bottom, and then extend back out. I'm inhaling, bending, and then, am I? No, I'm not. I'm exhaling, but I don't think it matters. I'm exhaling and inhaling. Once more. And then pull the leg back down. Okay. Exhale, left leg out. Establish your position and lift the leg up. Drive down through the right shin to prevent yourself from zhuzhing over. Floppy foot. And then you can inhale. I'm doing the breath the other way around this time. Taking the knees back down and you can zhuzhi back into your child's pose and breathe. Okay, so really stretching out as much as you can in your child's pose. You're going to inhale, come up and keep going. So drop, like just applying some weight through the wrists and dropping the hips. And then back into child's pose. So you're inhaling, coming up, dropping the hips a little bit, exhaling, going back. So this is going to come into up dog. Inhale, come up. If you want to, you can completely drop the hips, engage the glutes and the hamstrings, and come forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale up. Exhale. And then this time, if you want to, tucking the toes under and going into your downward dog, people, downward dog. Inhale, look at your hands, and jump or step towards them, lengthen. Exhale, inhale, coming all the way up. Draw the hands. Okay, balancing, people. I'm going to face you, nice flat. So this can be done, this balance can be done with a bent leg. So if you're doing a bent leg, we're doing that, and then that. I'm going to be doing it with a straight leg. See how much I wobble. Okay, grounding down through the feet, drawing the shoulders, extending through the crown of the head. Get yourself a point of focus, and then allow that focus to soften.
So you want to go into a kind of panoramic gaze. My mum always used to say, I've gone into a daze. But it's that kind of, actually it's your relaxation response. So one of the things that happens when you go into your relaxation response is that kind of panoramic vision. So inhale, and you can bring the right leg up. Now either hang out there or middle finger and index finger onto your big toe. Hand on the hip, and you're extending up through the crown of the head. The exhale then straightens leg. You don't have to completely straighten it. You can straighten it as much as you feel like. And then breathing there. Exhale, then you move the leg round to the right. And notice your pelvis will want to come too, so you're trying to keep your pelvis pointing forward. And then if possible, you look to the left where the wall is completely white and there's nothing to focus on. Squeezing this left buttock, so you're trying to keep yourself upright. And then bringing everything back forward. Then you release the right hand, draw the shoulders behind you, extend up through the crown of the head, breathing there. If you did that with your leg bent, maybe extend your leg for this one, if you can. And then bring the leg in, and you can pop it onto your thigh or lower down the leg for tree pose. Hands to prayer at your chest, extend up through the crown of the head. If you want to inhale and take the arms up, you can do that. If you want to look up, you can do that. And for the ultimate, you can shut your eyes. Which I won't do that because I'll fall over. Breathing. Seeing if you can kind of get that focus point and then let it all soften. And bringing the hands to prayer, drawing the prayer back down. You may or may not want to do this next one. So you take the left hand over the top of the right foot and you hold the outside edge of the right foot. As you exhale, you extend the right foot out and the right arm out. And then you do your best to turn your head. So you're looking out over your right arm. And then, with control, come back to centre and we'll do the other side. So, same thing, ground down through the feet. Just make sure you've got a nice solid, I just moved there because I was on the line of the tile and it definitely put me off. Okay, so same thing, drawing the left leg up. Index finger and middle finger around that toe if that's what you're doing. Right hand on the hip. Exhale, extend the leg out. Extend up through the crown of the head. Breathing, softening the face and the gaze. Exhale, turning the leg to the left. Notice when your pelvis wants to go to. Inhale, come back to centre. Release. Bending the leg and take it into tree. hands to prayer by your chest. Inhale, arms up. Soften. Giant's got the plunger. Bring the prayer back down. And then if you want to, right hand outside of the left foot. Extend the leg out. And then slowly, slowly shifting the gaze so you're looking out over the left. Soften the face and back to center. And then let's just extend up through the crown of the head. Feel the earth beneath you. Tips of the fingers, ends of the toes. Coming back to the front of your mats. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, draw the prayer. Hinge at the hips, come forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank. And down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing there. And dropping the knees, flattening the feet. Inhale, exhale, tucking the tailbone under and rolling all the way up, and then taking the bottom back towards the heels. Drop the forearms and scoop yourself forward. Wash yourself up. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under, roll all the way, bottom to heels. Inhale, forearms and scoop. Back to a neutral spine, tuck the toes under. Push yourself back into downward dog. Looking at the hands and take the right knee to the right wrist, then the left knee to the left one. Crossing your shins, sit yourselves down. Beautiful. I haven't done Navasana for a bit. Let's do Navasana. So, legs to 45. Take your hands on your knees, and as you inhale, extend up through the crown of the head. So lovely straight back. As you exhale, you can take the torso back, breathing there. So as you come back, you immediately feel the belly kick in. Now, that's actually quite strong. If you want to do something else here, you can drive your big toes towards each other and activate the arches. You can bring the legs up to tabletop. Keep pushing the big toes together, because you might as well. You can release the arms. If you want to extend up through the legs, do that, but just make sure you don't compromise that length through the spine. And then you can pop the feet back down, hands behind you. I have my fingers pointing towards the bottom. Some people like them facing out. What I don't really want you you to do is that, because I think that's actually puts quite a lot of strain on you. Anyway, inhale, and your exhale sends the hips up. Breathing there. I never know what to do with your head. I kind of have it about here. You definitely, it's not something you'd want to hang out in for too long. So I'm trying to make my bottom, my glutes do this and not my hamstrings. Which, you know, kind of happens sometimes and doesn't other times. So lowering yourself down, and we're just going onto our sides for a bit of Cossack legs, because basically I've been doing this every day. So just checking, you want to check everything is stacked. So you want to look at your knees and check that they are exactly on top of one another. Ditto with the heels. What you'll find is you have this whole thing where if you look at my hip, and if I allow my waist, if I allow everything to be super comfortable and just relax into this, I tilt my pelvis, I do tilt, but it's the other way. But anyway, I'm not stacked properly. So what I need to do is I need to send this top hip, which happens to be my right hip, away. So I'm sending it over there towards the window. And then I get this gap here, and then I have to hold it. So that's my starting position. Heel to knee, flex the foot, knee to knee, point. And I'm going to do 25 reasonably quickly. Oh, that's 20, which is burning. 3, 4, 5. Oh, blimey. That makes my bottom work. It also, the quads get involved, which I'm trying to stop them from doing. Anyway, this doesn't let the quads get involved. So check your position again, send that top hip away. Hello, Paisley. Hello, baby. Not on the mat, not on the mat. Not on the mat, darling. Good girl. Okay, lie down because you need to see. Right, so I'm just going to lift the top leg up and and let the foot be floppy. And now the other thing that I find is if I ever so slightly tilt this knee in, that definitely isolates it into the glute. So play with this. I'm trying to not have any quads on, which they are on a bit because they're permanently on, because I don't know how to switch them off. Oh, it's mad. Anyway, they're not on as much as they would normally be on. And, you know, these are really on. So I do this until, like, now I can really, it's really kicking in. You can kind of go up and down and do other stuff with it. In fact, that makes it work loads. That's quite good. And I try and hold it once it starts being quite difficult to hold. I try and hold it for like another 5-10 breaths, something like that.